Carol's return to The Walking Dead involves her telling a massive lie regarding her daughter's death, and Daryl Dixon Season 2 helps explain why she kept Sophia's fate a secret. Sophia tragically perished in the second season of the original program after attempting to hide from walkers and ultimately becoming a zombie herself. Undoubtedly one of the most poignant scenes in the series, the tragic episode has had a profound effect on Carol. Carol didn't have enough experience to save her daughter, which probably still haunts her even if she has one of The Walking Dead's greatest kill totals. Even though Carol developed into a cunning and strong survivor, her timidity at the beginning of the pandemic ultimately contributed to Sophia's demise. Despite the fact that the incident occurred almost 10 years ago, Carol elected not to tell her new ally Ash the truth about Sophia, which begs the question of why she chose to lie. Her deception seems odd because Ash is one of the few persons in the series who can understand how she's feeling, but it's all part of a bigger scheme, which further demonstrates why Carol is one of The Walking Dead's greatest characters. Carol's doubt that Ash would take her to France merely to make friends is the basis for her deception. Ash had already taken offense from Carol prying into his greenhouse, and she probably believed that asking him to take a plane to France would come across as utterly ridiculous. Thus, pretending Sophia was still alive was a desperate attempt to guilt-trip the newest cast member into traveling across the ocean because Carol had no other means to locate Daryl, and learning that Ash had lost his kid made it clear he had a tender place that could be taken advantage of. Carol was willing to go to any lengths in order to reach Europe, even though it would have hurt her to lie about what would have happened to her own kid. Ash questioned her about what Sophia could be interested in and whether she thought her daughter would know her, so her lie has already begun to backfire. Nevertheless, she was willing to take the chance. Her deceit obviously paid off, since Ash ultimately decides to assist her and is the only reason Carol is allowed to travel to France with Daryl Dixon. Although Carol will benefit from lying about Sophia to travel to France, it also sets up a sinister side plot that might end up hurting her. The character's mutual trust will be destroyed when Ash eventually learns the truth, leaving her maybe left in France by herself. The teaser for Daryl Dixon Season 2 only shows a few snippets of Carol and Daryl's encounter, but Ash is not present. Thus, it's possible that he returned to America without Carol, or even worse, perished on a journey that was predicated on false information. Even if Ash makes it out alive, Episode 1 makes it seem as though Carol is not above taking advantage of others for her own gain. In fact, she has done worse in the past. Considering that Ash is prepared to give up everything in order to take Carol overseas, her exploitation of his sorrow is incredibly cruel and establishes the tone for the kind of plot she might follow in the future. Her frigid and self-centered personality may make her one of the most callous characters in Season 2, even though the show may not portray her as a villain. This portends a gloomy future for the character. Despite as much time has gone since Sophia's death, Carol plainly isn't over her, and Daryl Dixon Season 2 demonstrates this. Even if she had planned to keep her daughter's destiny a secret, she might have achieved the same effect by being more forthcoming with Ash and spent more time getting to know him. If Carol had been clear and honest from the start, it's likely that Ash might have been eager to help her considering how much time he spent alone. But Carol's decision to take the more dishonest path suggests that she is still not ready to accept Sophia's departure. Carol may therefore be claiming Sophia is still alive because she secretly believes that to be the case. Although it wouldn't have been easy, she overcame her grief and moved on in the main show, indicating that she might not have grieved appropriately. Despite knowing the truth, Carol might be preferring to pretend Sophia is still alive, therefore this line might be an indication of her refusal to let go. Thus, Daryl Dixon Season 2's Sophia plot will probably play a major role, bringing sorrow to Carol's Walking Dead comeback. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.